Good morning, my friends. Happy Monday. It is Monday after the daylight savings time kicks in. So we lost an hour of sleep yesterday. How are you handling it? I think I'm handling it okay. However, my readiness score on my Aura ring says otherwise. We didn't necessarily have like some big crazy like had to stick to a schedule yesterday. Oh no, we felt the gravity of losing an hour of sleep, but there was still something about it that I apparently like even it was probably travel and the chaos of the weekend more than anything. But I woke up this morning and I was like my alarm went off. It wasn't like it's going off early because sleep cycle. Like it was the latest possible moment. I was dead asleep until then. It was holy moly. Holy moly. But we're here. It is Monday. It is I'm feeling good because this week we're supposed to actually get spring weather, which is amazing. Although it just dumped enough snow on us to re-whiten everything, which is infuriating. But I am resting with the fact that tomorrow everything will melt and it's going to be spring weather, 40s and 50s the rest of the week. So it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, I'm trying something new today. I know I published a video already today, and so I was like, "Oh, do I do this? I don't know. I need to make sure." Oh goodness. Okay. Oh, it's my facialist. Okay. I get group texts from my facialist whenever she has announcements, and I was making sure it wasn't my husband who needed something. Anyway, even though I published a video today, which if you haven't seen that video, it is a day in the life of a full-time dog mom. It's kind of fun. And there's other stuff in there like planning out my spring cleaning and a cleaning motivation clean with me as I clean the kitchen and things like that. But also it's very Gracie focused, which is a lot of fun because she's a cutie patootie. But I decided to go live anyway because I wanted to try something new and I wanted to get your opinion on it. So I wanted to kind of give you the layout of what my weekly goals are for the week. Or I guess according to my Moxie Life notebook, they're called weekly actions, which actually makes a lot more sense than weekly goals. Weekly actions. So you guys know that I'm a Power Sheets user, and in the Power Sheets we have weekly action items, and they are repetitive. They are the way you use the Power Sheets. You write down the same action item to take place week after week after week, which over time I've noticed is not something that I feel as tied to, as motivated by, as productive with as the Moxie Life companion notebooks. Excuse me, I've been having issues this morning. The companion notebooks are laid out this way. So let me show you a blank one. And I added all of the color-coded dots, but it breaks down the different categories of your goals, and it allows you to create different goals week to week based on what you need to do that week, which I think is brilliant. And so I have been using this since January, and I've been loving it. And so today I thought I would share with you what my weekly action items are for the week. And if it is something that we enjoy, perhaps I will start, hopping on live on Mondays and going through what my weekly action items are. You will have to let me know what you think. And if anybody pops on here and wants to communicate with me live, I have some blanks that I could use help filling in. So what you need to know, what you need to see is that notice how like I said, I put these dots in myself. I purchased these markers that have dot tips, and they come in the colors that I need them to for this. So I have decided that each goal gets no more than 3 action items in a week, because 3 times 8 is 24 action items in a given week, which is a lot, right? So there's no need for like 5 billion. So I already have, for the rest of the quarter, I have this all dotted out for no more than 3 a week. And some of them, as you can see, I don't actually have anything written down for. So if you're here and you want to chat and you want to help me through what I should do this week, go ahead and let me know. But let's go through. The goal sections we have every week are personal, health and wellness, fun and recreation, spiritual and personal growth, work and learning, financial, family and relationships, and physical environment. So for the week of now, this week, I had this week written down. This says 313, and it's definitely 314. We're off to a really good start, y'all. 314. So the only goal I have so far, which I'm not succeeding at yet, excuse me, is get put together every single day. This is something that I was talking about on Desserts with the Diva last week. Go back and watch that live stream, and you'll understand a little bit more of why I want this to be a priority. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it at some point today, which means just put on real clothes, not gym clothes. Even if it's just a sweatshirt and a pair of jeans, I want to put on real clothes and maybe do a little something something with my makeup, even if it's just like eyebrows and a colored lip balm. Like, I just want to put myself together every day. And I have every day written in all caps. And then I have two blanks for the other two personal goals. So I'm still ruminating on those. Under health and wellness, I have 10,000 steps per day. Usually I do an average of 10,000 steps a day over the period of a week. So if I get 12,000 steps one day, I can get 9 or 8,000 the other day, and it all evens out to 10,000. I have been lax in my steps last week because of travel and the activities we did when I was visiting home. We weren't all that active. So my average definitely fell short, and I felt like, as a way to kind of kickstart things back into gear after 3 days of kind of eating what I want, tracking it all, but eating what I want, and just kind of a fresh start mindset. I want to make sure I'm getting 10,000 steps every day just to ensure that I am moving. And then I have written down start iodine protocol, which is something that I'm going to go into about in a whole different video. But again, I'm going to start a series called Lindsay Made Me Do It, because Lindsay Murphy here on YouTube makes me do all of the exciting things. And she has had an impact on me for ages. And when I was talking about how I've been feeling lately, it might have been in that same live stream, actually. Um, it might have been in that same live stream, because the my desire from like research to executing and purchasing things happened really, really quickly. So I think it was in that same live stream from last Wednesday that she suggested I look into iodine. And it's a whole thing, but bottom line, what you need to know for this, the purpose of this live stream, is that I have purchased iodine. I've purchased a couple of products that I need and supplements I need to really kind of go all in with building up this iodine thing. And I start tomorrow because that's when the products are here. Hi, Kim. Good to see you. Happy Monday. So that's one of my health goals, is to start the iodine protocol. I have high hopes, but I also don't want to be let down. But I have high hopes for the whole iodine thing and seeing how it works. So over the next couple of weeks, I will keep you guys posted as to how it's going. Um, and I need one more health and wellness goal. I need one more health and wellness goal. So if you have any personal goals that I should add for the week, or any health and wellness goals you think I should add, let me know. My fun and recreation goals, I have 2 of 3, so I'm going to need another one for this too. First is to listen to 3 shows. I got real fired up. Again, go see last week's live stream, when I started listening to Broadway show tunes, just out of the blue. And so one of the things I should do for fun and recreation, and to keep my head in the fired up, feisty, flirty, fun, this is how I was when I was a total theater person. I almost said like theater kid, but I mean, like, we're talking while I was dating my husband, I was in theater. And I've been in a show since we've been married. But I want to listen to 3 shows, like pick 3 shows, listen to them front to back while I'm cleaning or doing other things, and just keep that fire burning, right? And then I want to start a fiction book, because while I am listening to a fiction audiobook, I've been not great in my reading, y'all. I've been not great at my reading. We're in the middle of a Harry Potter book on audio. I'm in the middle of the Midnight Sun book on audio, and I'm in the middle of the Iodine Crisis, all on audio. But I have not picked up a paper book other than my Bible in pretty much the entire month. So there's that. So I'm going to start one of my fiction books. I have a bunch of book of the month club books that I have. Probably have 5 or 6 fiction books on deck here already on my bookshelf that I haven't opened yet. So I have to pick one and start to read it. My spiritual and personal growth goals, I don't have anything written down yet, and I thought I just had one, and now it escaped me. I can't remember. Oh, I was going to, and I can use an opinion on this, but I have been noticing that I've been very lax in some basic, um, less fun self-care things, like being thorough and, I don't want to say rigid, but much more into my routine for like my skincare and stuff like that. I've been getting lazy. I've been getting lazy about it. And so I want to focus on getting like the basics of my self-care routines back in play. The masks a couple times a week, exfoliating, dry brushing, flossing when I brush my teeth, like all of those basic things, self-care routines. I don't know that that's personal growth versus personal, but I need something to put under personal growth. And if I can get the habits back in check, I consider it personal growth. So I don't have anything else for personal or spiritual growth other than like do my Bible study every day, but I don't want to write that down because I'm already doing that. Right. I'm already doing that. So I don't want to write that down. Um, Financial goals. The only goal I have this week is to do my finances. That's it. Work and learning. I want to edit my on deck content. I have a handful of videos that are completely filmed and I just need to edit them and do voiceovers for them. So I want to make sure that any content that I have on deck this week is done. There's nothing else on deck. So I can have kind of a clean slate with what I'm filming going forward. That is goal number one. And goal number two is to plan content for April and May, which is very hard to do given the fact that like I'm doing this whole like rebrand thing and I'm like I don't even like what is the identity and all of these things. So, if you are here now or you are watching the replay, give me all of your desires for what you want to see on my channel for the month of April and May. I know that's looking out quite a bit. And we can talk about like spring themes and Easter themes and getting ready for summer themes and things like that. There are a lot of options when we talk about content for April and May, but I want to get a head start on as much of it as humanly possible. So I have to plan out at least some of it. Vlogs will be abundant because vlog style is currently my jam, if you haven't noticed. So I'm we'll see. We'll see how it is, but if you have anything that you want to see from me, go ahead and leave a comment. Um, so that's all I have for work and learning. For family and relationships, that basically is just like my husband. My husband is that line. And I put initiate an activity. We often have the conversation sometime between the hours of 8 and 9 p.m. of what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? And I'm usually the one that says, I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to watch? I don't know. All I have to do this week is pick an activity, like initiate a freaking activity. Be like, you know what I want to do? We should watch X. We should do this. We should do. You get what I'm saying? And then, again, tying back to that live stream from last week, flirt. I want to just get a little bit flirty because I've grown complacent with not it's not that I'm not lovey, it's not that I'm not romantic or physical or anything, but like that little the flirty thing, I want to try to implement that back into my life again. So there's that. And then I have one more blank. And then for physical environment, I actually filled up all three spots for physical environment, which again kind of goes to show you when I was going through the whole like figuring out my niche and all these things, like what are the things you are most excited to do? And as I was answering these questions to myself, it always tied back to homemaking. Like the list of things that were a mile long were things that I could do around the house. And that just proved itself again because I had no problem filling up my desires. And I have like extra things that I would like to do in the physical environment section of the weekly goal setting. So, my three goals for this week, my three actions. I like the idea of season themes, vlogs, of course, maybe a self care video, how to get your flirt back. I do want to work on how to get my flirt back. Yes, keep them coming, Kim. How to get your flirt back. And self care. Yeah, I want to do a couple videos on self-care, including I was just thinking about this because again, the skincare and like the flossing of the teeth and stuff is like not the fun skincare, not the fun skincare, not the fun like self-care of like, oh, let me go get a facial. I'm like, it's funny because I actually have one of those tomorrow for the first time in 2022. But like or let me light a candle or let me have a fancy cup of coffee. But like literally the stuff that's like go to your gynecologist appointment, floss your teeth, put lotion on your hands after you wash them a billion times a day. Do your skincare because you need to you want to have like clear skin and not get breakouts all the time. and like stuff like that. Like the very basics of like, take your vitamins, organize your supplements, and make sure you're actually taking them the way you're supposed to every day. And like for me, like starting the iodine protocol, like that's self care. It's not going to be fun. Like it's not it's not gonna be fun. Getting some energy back, if that's what happens, will be fun, but, like, the act of, like, "Let me take these supplements, let me add iodine to my water, let me make sure I'm drinking enough sodium to flush out the other things," like, that's not fun. Getting 10,000 steps a day is not fun. Eating your produce is not fun, but, like, it is the not fun side of self-care that I think I'm lacking. I'm sure many of you are lacking, and that we need to get back into. So that's kind of what I've been thinking about just this morning is important and really talked about. Yeah, like the not fun side of self-care. That's the stuff that we have to do. And then you can tag on the fun stuff that's self-care, you know? So yeah, I want to do a video about that as well. Yeah, and seasonal themes I'm into. One of the things that I want to work on this week is kind of doing like a winter closing ceremony, saying goodbye to winter and welcoming spring into my home, and the subtle little changes that I'm doing to do that. Um, so that's one of the things. My first goal for physical environment is transition to spring. That's the goal. Even though spring is still a week or so away, it's going to feel like spring here this week. And even if Minnesota regresses and gives us a couple more freezing days and snow, at least this week will feel like spring. So I want to get that vibe, that mood, that lightness into my house now. That's what I want to do. So this week we are transitioning into spring, and I will make a video about that. Spring clean, breakdown. So I did this actually, if you haven't seen my video today, the day in life of full-time dog mom, I actually started my spring cleaning breakdown in that video, but I want to put it in like a whole big thing. And then general tidy of the house. Whenever we leave on vacation and then come home, even if it's for 3 days, there's always a little bit of chaos left over. And I just want to kind of sweep through the house and get rid of the clutter, get rid of the chaos. What about videos where you go to the store and take us along? It's not easy, but I'm sure yes, those are fun. Yeah, I haven't figured out how to um, gracefully, tactfully do videos like that, because like I know, and here's the thing, I know there are some places, and maybe I just need to get better about like sneaking around. Because like holding my phone and like doing that, like I can do it. I would film it on my iPhone probably instead of my camera because it's a little bit less conspicuous, but or inconspicuous. But there are also parts of me that are like that I know that like there are some stores that like if they catch you filming, they'll get mad at you, reprimand you, kick you out, things like that. So, and I think Trader Joe's might be one of those places. I don't know, because filming in stores has become so common. Stores are actually like, actually, you can't do that in here. And so I'm not sure which stores that is, but I do want to work on that. And that's the thing. I need to get better about creating content. I need to get better. I need to get better about a lot of things. One of the things I also want to work on, ooh, this could be a work and learning goal. And this is why I'm chit chatting, because I will come up with things as we go. I want to self portrait shoot. I want to get better about taking pictures of myself that aren't just selfies for Instagram, but like set up a tripod and like go, if I want to take a picture of me reading a book, actually like set up the tripod and go take that picture. I want to start taking more pictures of myself because I don't have a photographer or whatever. I want to start getting pictures to post on Instagram that are more interesting than selfies held as far as my arm will go, you know? So there's another work and learning goal. Yes. But in that, I also want to get better about like, let me vlog about expanding the vlogging experience, which I'm starting to work on in the confines of my own home, but I do need to get out there and do a little bit more with that. So that's what I got, y'all. Those are my goals, my actions for the week. I've added an entire one since I've been chit-chatting, so I still need a couple. I don't have to add another personal goal if I don't want to. I don't have to add another spiritual and personal growth goal if I don't want to. I like to see full pages. I do. I like to see full pages. Worst case, they ask you to stop or leave. So leave, then go back another day. Expanding the vlogging is a great idea. Yeah, that is my primary focus, because vlogging style seems to not only be on trend right now, but like a lot of people who are even who are creating in good morning, Lori, happy Monday. People that are doing like informational content are delivering it in a more vlog-like style, which I actually really enjoy because in the grand scheme of things, it's actually less work than I have to sit down and like feel all official. Like it lightens things up. And like I said, my whole goal with all of this like rebrand of myself is I just want to connect with you as a friend. I want you to feel like you have spoken to a friend when you go to my content, you know? So that's the goal, and the vlog style is going to be part of that. So I'm just kind of like, as you saw, like what was my last video titled? Day in the life of a disabled YouTuber, and then today I have day in the life of a full-time dog mom. Like all of those things are me, but I'm throwing spaghetti at the wall, but like being like, here's this side of my life. Here's this side of my life. Coming soon will be a what I eat for fat loss or what I eat to get 140 grams of protein. Like those are still coming. Things like that. So I'm exploring the breadth of what the healthy homemaker, your healthy homemaker persona of Diva and the Divine is. And a lot of vlogging is going to go into that. A lot of vlogging of different things. Here are my favorite. I want to do like a winter favorites now that we're transitioning into spring. Here were the things that I was loving, but instead of sitting down, I want to show you them in action, or like just be like, here, this item of clothing, let me go pull it from my closet and show you in my bedroom. That kind of vibe is what I'm going for. So there's that, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts on if you would like to see, spend 20 minutes with me as I break down my weekly action items for you on Mondays, because I'm throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. So let me know. In the meantime, I have a coaching call in about 10 minutes. So I got to go and get things set up for that, do client check-ins and all that jazz, because Monday is in fact coaching day. So I will talk to you all later. Thank you for hanging out. And in the comments below, let me know what some of your weekly action items are this week, and I'll talk to you later.